You good?
I'm good. Let's do this.
Right, here we go.
Discover music and I.
Welcome to Discover Music NI, a new music podcast. My name is Kendo, and with me is my co-host Corky. How you doing, Corky?
Kendo, good evening. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm excited to get started with this new podcast from Northern Ireland. So you've roped me into it. Tell me, what's it about? What are we for doing here?
So the premise is simple. There's a lot of great music coming out of Northern Ireland. It's not being heard anywhere. It's not getting played in the radio. We've done our research. We can't find any similar podcast shows like this. So we're taking the bull by the horns, as it were, and we want to put them out there and give them as much notice and attention and promotion as we possibly can.
Right, coming up on our first podcast, socially distanced from our own homes, we have songs from Search Party, Civil Simian, and we also have a special guest, Gary Elliott, will be joining us and we'll be playing a couple of his songs. But Corky, what have you got for us first?
So coming up first, Kendo, we have a band called Dynamite. They're band from Bangor. So there, this is Get Loud, and this is off their EP of the same title.
Dynamite is in the house, so you best to make room, cause the palm tree's coming through. Turn up the volume so you can feel the boom while your body's doing it too. You better watch this space, cause you're about to feel that bass with pom pumping in your face. Now girls, hold on to them panties just in case it will take you in a space. We're going to the chorus. Let's get this party started right with a groove that'll make you move your feet. You know we gonna dance all night, cause it's true that your boy can hold the beat. Get ready, we gonna make you sweat till the morning comes. Get loud, cause it's about to get wet. We're bringing the heat. I wanna groove some more. So get your bodies on the floor, no need to hold back anymore. I wanna see you work until you get sore, and then I wanna see you working just a little more. We're gonna work you to the core. Let me hear you roar. We're gonna keep it going on the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I'm on the mic, you know we keep it tight to prove you right just the way you like. We're gonna kick it till the night is through. Just for you, the boogie's got some violent might just ignite hot fire in your soul. That's what you call a bump hole. It's getting out of control, but I ain't letting go, because I already know that you want more. Fellas, can I get a little chorus? Let's get this party started right with a groove that'll make you move your feet. You know we gonna dance all night, cause it's true that your boy can hold the beat. Get ready, we gonna make you sweat till the morning comes. Get loud, cause it's about to get wet. We're bringing the heat. Let's get this party started right with a groove that'll make you move your feet. You know we gonna dance all night, cause it's true that your boy can hold the beat. Get ready, we gonna make you sweat till the morning comes. But get loud, cause it's about to get wet. We bringing the heat. Let's get this party started right with a groove that'll make you move your feet. You know we gonna dance all night, cause it's true that your boy can hold the beat. Get ready, we gonna make you sweat till the morning comes. Get loud, cause it's about to get wet. We bring the heat.
Well, that was a great start. That was Palm Tree Dynamite with Get Loud.
Great band. So they are. Seen them a couple of years ago, actually, playing at a Battle of Bands competition in Belfast. Brilliant. I mean, they're a funk rock band, so they are. You can hear that, but just great bunch of lads. So they are great musicians as well. Really good stage presence. So they do.
Brilliant. Good start.
Yeah, really good band. Check them out.
Gary Elliott will be joining us shortly, and we'll be playing a couple of his songs and having a bit of a chat and a catch up with him, see what he's up to. And what have you got for us before that, Corky? You have another one lined up for us here?
Yes, coming up next we have the latest single by Search Party. This is called Seminal, and here it comes.
me stuck. 'Cause I'm only getting older, like a car on deteriorate. And I wish that I was bolder, and I'm afraid now that it's too late. You're a sentimental, you're a general, you know I need you. It's criminal for me to copy everything that you do. But tonight, who's gonna save me? I'm not here killing you perfect, and it feels so wrong to be still in your life. Mass criminal, giving all inspiring looks. It's biblical that you're so playing it by the books. 'Cause flattery is essential, that grease is the turner wheel. This brand new confessor should show you how I feel. You're a sentimental, you're my general, you know I need you. It's criminal for me to copy everything that you do. But tonight, who's gonna stop me? I'm not here killing you perfect, and it feels so wrong to be still in your life. You're sentimental, you're general, you know I need you. You're sentimental, you're general, you know I need you. You're sentimental, you're my general, you know I need you. You're sentimental, you're my general, you know I need you. You're sentimental, you're my general, you know I need you. It's criminal for me to copy everything that you do. But tonight, who's gonna stop me? I'm not here killing you perfect, and it feels so wrong to be still in your life.
So that was Search Party with Seminal. That was the single they released just back at the end of October there, last year, 2020, obviously. Great song. So it was another bunch of lads. I met them a few years ago. Great bunch of lads, great musicians as well. So they are. When I first heard that song, I actually didn't believe that was Sean McConnell, lead singer. I didn't believe that was him singing because he sounded so different. So it did. But then I watched the music video and it's clearly it's him.
Okay, so the moment we've all been waiting for, Gary Elliott, I believe, is in our waiting room, the VIP lounge there, green room. So not a moment to spare. We'll get him in here and have a chat and see what the crack is.
Gary, good evening. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks very much for having me, guys.
Good,
Welcome
thanks
to
for
Discover Music NI.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be on here.
So
Good stuff.
Gary Elliott, singer-songwriter from Strabane, now residing in Belfast town.
Up in the big smoke now.
Up on the big smoke. So without further ado, what's the first song you've brought with you tonight to play?
Yeah, first one I'm going to play is an acoustic version of Hills and Valleys that I wrote
Cool.
3 years ago now. That only actually got around to recording during the lockdown and getting it out. But yeah,
Good use of your time.
Yeah, I got some use of my time just and get the song out, and it was been just sitting on my desktop for ages and just needed just finish touches and get it out there. So yeah.
Excellent. You do
Happy
right.
days.
Well, here we go. We'll play it now. This is Hills and Valleys, and this is the acoustic version, I believe.
like a river that's flown towards the sea, like smoky rain, a fire in the sky. I wanna go home and see the mountains tonight. Well, that's going home, well, home for me. Every hill has a valley, every stream has a glen that's flown towards sea again. Left the town to see the city lights, driving around, going nowhere fast. Take me away, away from here. Lead me back down that old dead road. Every hill has a valley, every stream has a glen, and it's flown towards sea again. They try to tear it down, the smoke will rise from the ground, then the land will fight back and it will win. From the mountains to the valleys, blossoms of bloom, will hail, rain, or snow. Top of the mountain, I can see all the way around. Back to my home, and that's where I'll be found. Every hill has a valley, every stream has a glen, and it's flown towards sea again. Like a river that's flown towards the sea, like smoky rain, a fire in the sky. Every hill has a valley, every stream has a glen, and it's flown towards sea again.
And that
Excellent.
Hills and Valleys, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, Gary. Well played.
Great tune.
And he's on mute.
No?
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Well played. We're leaving it in.
Yeah, happy days. Great tune. Great tune.
Awesome.
Fantastic. I noticed that song is, because I was on Spotify and noticed that was the B-side to obviously the original version, the not acoustic version of it. I haven't listened to the original recording yet because I really dig that one, and I kind of don't want to listen to the other one yet.
Yeah, no, I like when I recorded, I think the other ones actually is one that I did like, it was like snippets from like when I was recording it, that was kind of like the rough demo version. And after like listening to it and having it sitting like I got on my desktop for like about 2 or 3 years, I just thought, I just was like, I wrote this song acoustically, and I was like when I record stuff, I always get carried away, is one way of putting it. And I was just like, and I just ripped it back one day, and it was just like, actually, this is the way I wrote this song. This is the way I actually kind of liked it then, but I was like, I was like, kind of telling myself I wasn't going to upload the other version. And I was like, yeah, but I've listened to it now for almost 2 years. I'm like, if I can open up that one as
Yeah,
so if I
that's-
can flip them around, I should have done the other one as the B side.
It's probably because you spent so much time with the production on it. You didn't. That's why you went with it as the lead on it, because you spent so
Exactly.
much time and effort putting it on there. So you didn't want to let it. I'm not going to release the stripped down one.
No, yeah, but no, it's like it's been fun because like I started like the acoustic guitar and everything when I was like in Ireland. Like I had an idea for like the picking of the guitar, like slowing the tempo and everything down, and it wasn't until I was like living in Vancouver that I actually laid like everything else down, like the vocals and the other bits of elements, like the electric guitar and everything in the background. Just and it was like it's kind of fun because I got to go, oh, get to do that in 2 different parts, but it actually just was just ideas, just always adding into the songs here and there.
Yeah, happy days.
This is something that always fascinates me for soloists like yourself. How much instrumentation do you do? Do you play all the guitars, the bass, the keyboard, the drums, and all that?
I try, I know him, but yeah, I do
Pretty good.
all everything like, but yeah, it's just all like, I guess, like I learned the guitar like kind of self-taught, just like with my brother and stuff, but and then obviously like learning off other people as well. But yeah, just it's just a learning curve. Everything there's always come across something new, just like they always just give it a go and just try it out.
Very good.
Happy
Excellent.
days. So just you were saying obviously you were living in Vancouver for a while, but obviously with the lyrics of the song, it's about Ireland.
Yeah.
So being around Ireland, obviously at home and so on, that obviously inspired the song.
100%. Yeah, like actually I'm just thinking about this today, like, just about like when did I write the song and stuff, and actually went through my voice notes, and actually when I was just like spending a few days down in good old Donegal, and I was just driving around, and I just had like it wasn't actually, the song was actually, I think I originally called it Mountain Song or something about mountains. something silly like that. Probably was going to call it Erigal for God knows. But yeah, no, it's just I just had the idea just for like how water and sea and glens and all that kind of just like intertwine and stuff like that. But yeah, just and also it was a really nice day, and I just realized how much like this country can actually be just as nice as any other country, even in rain.
You were saying about your self-taught with the guitar and so on, and played a bit of music with your brother and sort of learned a bit off him and things like that. So how long have you been playing guitar and other instruments and stuff?
But since I was about 14, I want to say 14 or 15. So I guess when I was younger, he was in like an indie rock band. So like he played drums, so just loved the sound of just loudness and just being fresh, and just this, it just was like, oh, this is carried away. We just that also since around then, so like actually it was acoustic guitar, and I guess like Oasis as well. So he was big into like obviously into Oasis and that era and stuff. So like hearing that always around the house, and got good musical taste. He'll like me saying that if he hears this, but it's true. Like
100%. That's how me and Courtney bonded.
Yeah, we'll agree all day on that. So we will.
Yeah, just like I'm awful at the drums right now. It was actually the one I wanted to actually take on, but yeah, I'll just no. I'll stick to the guitar.
Drums didn't work out, so guitar it was.
Yeah, the neighbors didn't like it.
And I think
cool.
Learning by yourself, because that's the way I learned to play guitar, and I think that's best because that's where you discover your music. If you go to, don't get me wrong, if you go to an instructor, teacher, anything like that, you're going to learn everything you're going to need to know, but you might end up not playing the music you want, and you could give it up very easily. Whereas I was the same, Oasis, Stereophonics, those kind of bands in the 90s, that's what I listened to. I was 14 or 15 when I started, and that was it. I just learned their songs, and from there went on to learn so much more, learn how to play so many more songs, but also learn so much more about music and about different bands and all the influences for Oasis and Stereophonics and all those kind of bands, and then who influenced them.
That's the best way, like, isn't it? Just because, as you say, like you had it captured your imagination and captured you as well, just because that was what you're into and everything as well too.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
So Gary, your main influences, you were saying about obviously the music that your brother listened to when you were growing up, would have been like probably like around the Britpop era, like Oasis and all that scene. So what about other bands that have influenced you other than that?
Yeah, like growing up, I would say Green Day was a huge influence. The punk era, so Sum 41, Blink-182, and like huge fan of the Foo Fighters. I know you are as well, and yeah, like I always
Just a little
listen.
bit.
It's just a little bit like so yeah, like all those bands, and then like Damien Rice, and then like big fan of like Foy Vance, local artist as well.
Yes,
Love his
very good
music,
too.
and
Seen him, yeah, seen him a few times.
yeah, he's really really good. Like, and his songwriting skills is just unbelievable as well. So yeah, and then I say my probably if I had to pick, I guess a favorite artist and influence on myself, it would be probably City and Color. So Dallas Green.
Fun fact,
Nice
Keno
one.
Dallas Green, his band is called City and Color because that's his name. His first name is a city and his second name is a color. True story.
Good to know.
I like
Better
it.
than some of the random crap facts I come out with.
Fair dues.
So, Gary, you have another song that you're going to let us play tonight. What have you chosen as your second track tonight?
Yeah, I've chosen to play Survival, so it's going to be an exclusive that I've.
Oh,
An exclusive. Happy days. Excellent.
Sweet,
Nice
yes,
one.
it's about playing Russian roulette. It starts with about my dad, but I swear my dad does not play Russian roulette.
good to know.
Good to know, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
just a metaphor to go with. But, it's an exclusive. It's called Survival.
Excellent. And here it comes.
My pop was a risk taker, risk stepping in his life. Said your best to wear your poker face tonight, as it may be your last chance to survive. One of us here isn't gonna make it out alive. Now let's play a game of Russian roulette. You raise a gun and I'll raise a bet. This is a cold game of survival. Now let's play a game of Russian roulette. You raise a gun and I'll raise a bet. This is a cold game of survival. Now look me in the eyes. Now if you play for keeps, you end up in a heap. The eyes will twist while I twist this gun inside. I said, Dad, did you play the game right? Said, son, no one likes to cheat. So raise your gun in the air. You count to 3. Now let's play a game of Russian roulette. You raise a gun and I'll raise a bet. This is a cold game of survival. Now let's play a game of Russian roulette. You raise a gun and I'll raise a bet. This is a cold game of survival. Now look me in the eyes. Play a game of Russian roulette. You raise a gun and I'll raise a bet. This is a cold game of survival. Now let's play a game of Russian roulette. You raise a gun and I'll raise a bet. This is a cold game of survival. Now look me in the eyes.
Gary, that's fantastic.
Unreal.
It is. It's absolutely brilliant. Just the musicianship, the craftsmanship, everything. Just a brilliant song. Well played.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. It's one that again I just like to get carried away. I'm just like I'm listening to it and like it's just like, oh shit, I forgot I left that, and I'm like, oh well, it works, and I'm just like, I just keep just. Do you ever just like do something in a song and you're like, I deleted that, and you're like, oh, I must have deleted it. Maybe I did keep it. I like it. It's staying. That's kind
See,
of thing.
No, not once, never. No, I've never done it.
I know exactly what you mean, but I'm on the other side of that where I'm like, geez, I'm glad I deleted that. That was terrible. I've had a lot of them.
That was an exclusive there from Gary Elliott, Survivor, and so that's a first. That's 1 from 1, Corky, 1 from 1.
First show,
first episode,
first
one
guest,
exclusive.
one exclusive. It's 100% record.
So Gary, you're gonna stay with us. So thanks again for being our first guest. I appreciate that.
Let's give a wee round of applause there, Cheryl.
I love it. Love it.
Excellent. So that is us coming to a close, but I think we have a couple more songs we're going to play. I think you've brought another one of another local artist that we're going to play now.
Yeah, Darren Doherty, another man from Strabane, from the northwest. So it's the Heathen Choir. The song, just like hearing his music, like a Northern Lighthouse band, and everything. It's amazing. You should go check them out, and his own original stuff as well. The Heathen Choir. It's just it just blows me away. It's just it's really good. The song that I've chosen is, like I say, go listen to all these albums, but this one is one of my favorite. Is called Knockover.
Cool.
And here it comes.
Peggy Kelly lived right next door. Rest of the family down a few doors more, and it was commonplace to feel your hush was secure. The street lights turn red, 10 o'clock sharp. This is no folklore, and if the sun doesn't rise, sing me to sleep on Knockover mountainside. 'Cause I've been burning inside, thought I'd seen through it all, but I was blind. Huey Bleefig spikes and play guitar. He would pass on his knowledge for £2, and it got me far. And every Friday I race up the golf links hard to write shit songs on a stereo, man. Long before the war, and if the sun doesn't rise, sing me to sleep on Knockover mountainside. 'Cause I've been burning inside, thought I seen through it all, but I was blind. One day the sun will not rise. One day the sun will not rise. One day the sun will not rise. And I hope you lie, my beaten body on the hill, these broken wings to use to fly. One day the sun will not rise. One day the sun will not rise. One day the sun will not rise, and I hope you lie, my beaten body on the hill, these broken wings to use to fly. And if the sun doesn't rise, sing me to sleep on Knockover mountainside. 'Cause I've been match the rhythm, match the beating of your heart. It shakes, rattling grooves, better than blues, greater than or equal to me. Now if you're lonely, you can own me. Do you wanna come and get it? Bring it in a little bit and tell me what you think. No, don't stop drinking. Maybe take it easy. It'll help with the feeling easy. How much time have we lost on being ourselves? How much more pain before we stop being ourselves?
Two fantastic tracks there,
The first one is Heathen Choir.
and that is Knock of O. That's off their 2017 album, What You Do. And of course, after that, we had Civil Simian, and that was called Give It Time. It's a fantastic tune again. So it is. The vocal range on their lead singer is just fantastic. So it is. I've listened to that song quite a few times. It's definitely a bit out there. So it is definitely a bit funky, and it's psychedelic in parts. And especially if you're watching the video, you'll see yourself. But it's brilliant. So it's absolutely fantastic tune. So it is. First of all, Heathen Choir, great recommendation. Absolutely fantastic, Gary. Thanks very much for that.
No problem. It's a pleasure to listen to it. It's just it's really great. If you did get a
Yeah,
chance,
good.
it's fun.
Really good tunes there, absolutely.
Yeah. It just goes to show the talent we have in the country that's not getting airplay or not getting heard probably as much as certainly as they would like, and certainly what we would like for them to get. So again, that's why we're here, is to try and promote this and try and put it out there so that more people can hear it.
Thanks again, Gary. I appreciate you coming in for our first episode.
It's a great job. Thanks, guys.
If any of our listeners out there are also a singer or in a band and would like to have their music played, then get in touch. Our email address is discovermusicni@gmail.com. And we also have our Facebook, Instagram pages as well that you can contact us on.
Any last words, guys?
It's been a pleasure being here, socially, I know virtually and everything. It's great. I feel like we could have like a little beer or something here, but
Oh, definitely.
Maybe the next time we'll crack open a couple of beers and see how we get on. Might be able to do it all in one room next time.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Hopefully.
that'd be fabulous.
But yeah, I mean, it's been great having you as well, Gary. You know, definitely we'll have you back anytime you're free. So, and if you have any more exclusive tracks, we'll be happy to play them for you.
That's great.
100%. 100%.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Coming up on our next episode, we will have music from Narcats, Gareth Douglas, Aeons, and the Lonely Astronauts. That is all for this week. Corky, what are you playing us out with now?
So our final track of the evening is going to be by a band called Crossfire Hurricanes. Great band. The video is fantastic. Video is very professional, so it is. Very much like a late 90s. They're very clearly influenced by Oasis and U2 and the fervent bands like this here. Definitely the music you and I grew up listening to. So there, and they've got a real like swagger, real attitude about them, and you can see that from the video. Very, very good band. So they are. And this is Crossfire Hurricanes, and this is called Romancing Revolution.
See you next time.
guys, thanks for watching and listening to this week's episode of the Discover Music NI podcast. We really hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow us on all your favourite social media platforms. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell, and you'll be kept up to date with our latest episodes. Thanks so much, guys. Take care.